Was it horrible or was it fine?
It wasn't horrible because I was definitely proud of myself for because I was so like toxically, the word isn't feminist, but like you have to accept your body and like,
Mhm.
but if you're doing it for you, it's okay. Like, but I
Mhm.
had this stuff in my head that like if you do anything cosmetic to your body or fix a deformity or something, like you're a bad role model to women. Like I just put all this pressure on myself. So I was
Yeah.
at least like proud that I was like, okay, I took a step to like make myself happier in this
And
area.
and worked, it helped?
A little bit at the time. I was like too skinny at the time and I didn't want to be skinny anymore. And I was like,
Okay.
I just need my body to fit into the body that genetically all the women in my family have.
Okay.
So that
How
I can just live that. Like I have big hips, I have, like I like that about myself. And then Garth Fisher was like, yeah, your boobs should be a D wide, not a D out. I didn't even know, I never learned about bra sizes or any of that stuff. Like I never, so he made it wider because they were just so separated so far apart. And
Mhm.
so one was higher than the other. What was the joke I did in my special? It was like, one was Alec Baldwin and one was Stephen Baldwin. I just wanted to do Alex.
I
Yeah.
remember
This is
that.
before the,
Before it.
yeah.
That's a great joke.
Hey, what did you think
I,
about
I,
you were gonna say
I do have a question because you're mentioning that you had eating disorder. You look super healthy. And how did you get out of that mindset? Like, is it still something that you always have to deal with, or do you completely recover?
I'm sure it's different for everyone. From what I understand, what I believe, is that for the rest of your life, you have some level disordered eating, which just means, it doesn't have to be over pathologized. You just have to know that about yourself. You just have to know about yourself. You start losing control in some areas of your life. You lose control in other areas. So as I get older, it used to really be now it's just like cleaning my house and watering the yard. I get into this place where I'm like, I'll get up at like 12:30 at night, be like, if I just water the yard, everything's gonna be fine. Instead of just like checking my emails or doing the things I need to do, it used to be a preoccupation where I felt like I could control something. That was the addiction. So if you know that about yourself, it might manifest in other ways. It might, you might be like, get the food under control. You're eating a sleeve of Oreos in your car secretly every day or something, and then you get that under control, and then all of a sudden you're shopping too much and returning it, or you're shoplifting, or you're gambling, or you're doing online playing video games, like watching Game of Thrones 12 episodes a day. It comes up other ways. So you can definitely switch that addictive behavior to another thing and it will masquerade as something else, but it always is the same root of like the need to control and anesthetize. For me, it was a big isolation thing too. I had so much social anxiety that I would sort of subconsciously like binge on food. So then I would have like go to the gym or I'd make myself sick and then I could like cancel plans and not. It was like I
Wow.
would like incapacitate myself. I think that
Wow.
like I guess when you hear about people that are addicted to alcohol or drugs, like they're kind of trying to remove themselves from reality or not have to be there or not have to care as much while they're there. Like for me, it was a way to just remove myself and go like, well, I'm too sick to go out. Like I'm in fetal position. I would eat like really viscous like protein bars that the ones that are just like sludge. They're just like a
hard sludge,
like
power
hard.
bars?
But when you take the wrapper off, the index of the wrapper
What?
is there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I would
Yeah.
eat like 9 or 10. Like, what is that made of? What is that? And so I would eat like 5 or 6 things and get sick. I wouldn't go anywhere, and that was a relief
Wow.
to not have to like socialize or like see people. So I had to heal a lot of that. Like, so for me, I had to do like, I got all the time. I did a 12-step program called Al-Anon, Adult Child of Alcoholics, where you like sort of just like figure out what your compulsive behaviors are from the shit that went wrong in your childhood, and figuring out like what hole you're trying to fill, so what other ways,
Triple kill.
you know,
And have you found like a healthy outlet for that?
for like. Yeah, I think for me, like being of service is a big thing. Like, I don't know if it's healthy, the dog rescuing thing and the animal rescuing thing.
What's wrong with that?
I had an ear bitten off.
Oh.
All this happened over the pandemic.
Oh,
This thumb, I can't. I
What
don't.
happened?
A dog. I had.
Pretty gnarly.
I was fostering a dog that was super handicapped, and another foster dog went to attack it, and I just like put my hand. I knew it was gonna be bad. I did it with my leg. I did it with this finger too.
Wow.
So I have a lot of.
But it's a really good thing you do.
It
I mean,
brings
you
me
saved
joy.
us. You really saved us one night.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told this story on the podcast before.
We may have, but we can tell it again.
That was great. We were driving around, just having like a pleasant drive around LA or somewhere.
Cold water.
Yeah, cold water. And there was like, we saw two big ass dogs running around.
Huge German
At
Shepherd.
night.
Yeah, huge German Shepherds. It was like 12 o'clock, and I was like, oh fuck. And you're like, you're driving past, and you're like, I gotta help the dog.
I didn't
Yeah.
see it. I didn't
Yeah.
see it.
I know.
thought, there's an owner. There's an owner.
You
Like,
try to convince
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, someone else will deal with that,
Yes.
and you're like,
Or like
nobody
the
else will
owner
deal
is
with
here
that.
somewhere. Yeah.
And I love my dog, so if you know, if somebody found one of my dogs running around the street and called me, I'd be like, fucking kiss their feet.
Savior.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have that level of empathy for dog owners.
And you guys could tell you have such good instincts. It was clear that those were someone's dogs.
Oh yeah,
And
Yeah.
they
you
have.
can tell.
I mean, they're beautiful
Yeah.
dogs. They have collars. So I get out. I'm chasing this dog around this neighborhood at night. Oh, Shredder was in the car, by the
Shredder
way.
and Alfredo, right?
Which
But I
made,
thought,
yeah.
Yeah.
and you brought one of them out, and the dog
That
kind
was
of
bad.
snapped at Alfredo.
Because
was Shredder.
we were like, what do? We realized, okay, the two dogs are somebody's, and this person is not here. So like, what do we do? And then at one point we thought, can we take them with us? But we have the two dogs with us, and it's like, how do we get everybody to get along? Because that's a whole thing.
Yes.
And they were big, and our dogs are small. So
not
that's
worth it.
another.
These were giant
thing.
German Shepherds, and I know I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for this as someone that is the pit bull owner. I'm not going to generalize about dogs, but German Shepherds, if they make a mistake, there's no second chance.
Dude, I feel honestly, I feel like an idiot because I really put Shredder in danger, and I'm glad he wasn't hurt. But God, sometimes I think about it, it could have gone sideways. Because
Like,
I was
really sideways.
Yeah.
and I was petting these dogs, and I was trying to become friendly with them, and they would basically say hi and then run off. But they seemed friendly, so I was like, okay. By the way, the one thing that pissed me off the most, I finally get this dog calm enough. I get his collar. It has a
Yeah.
QR code. I'm like, these fucking assholes, a QR code.
And it was too dark, and so we couldn't catch it on
QR
the
code on
camera
the
of the
collar?
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so I'm
And-
I'm trying to. The worst part
Yeah.
is I've got like the
Is that
light.
the new
on.
St. Bernard's barrel?
I don't know what's that.
QR. Remember, St. Bernard, the dogs that are the rescue dogs
Yeah.
that they send out?
Oh yeah, they have the little
Yeah.
stuff there.
Oh,
yeah.
the,
They have
yeah.
like water and a
Right,
Yes.
right. No, it's not like that.
dog people will
Yeah,
know.
not
Will
like
get that.
So I was just trying to get a legible picture of the QR code at night, and after like an hour, I finally got it. And I clicked the QR code, and it goes no profile. It's like,
It didn't work or
motherfucker.
something. It was so annoying.
I don't even know what that even means. You shouldn't be asking strangers to get that close to your dog to get a photo.
Exactly.
That's so dangerous.
It was so hard to get it, and he was trying so hard. And meanwhile, our dogs are barking because they're like, "What's happening?" So I'm with them in the car. They're barking nonstop. Like we really wanted to help, and
Yeah,
that thing made it impossible.
I'm so fucking pissed at the owners because it's like, you put the collar on, it doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm running around trying to catch your fucking dogs,
Yep.
and you wouldn't even put your
Just
info
put your
in the
phone
QR
number.
And you know what else pisses me off? I could have hit your dogs, and I would have had to live with that. Like that also pisses me off. Like
Yes.
your dogs are gonna die with or without me because you have no idea what you're doing, and you shouldn't have these dogs. You don't know what you're doing. Like if
That- yeah.
he had just moved into it. This is the story I got. It was he just moved into that house. And the dogs got out. I think it's inexcusable. If you have that much money and you live in that neighborhood, hire someone to watch your dogs.
Yeah,
or
he was
care-
like a super fucking rich.
super rich
money guy.
But one of these like VC guys where it's very unclear if the money's real or if it's
Right,
Bitcoin
yeah,
or
yeah.
Ethereum or
Ryan Kavanaugh.
rupees or what it is. Like it's unclear. But I can't get a hold of him. I can't get a hold of him. I'm calling the shelter. If by the time I call you, connect to you, if you don't call me back within like 3 or 4 hours if your dogs are missing,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
don't
3
call
minutes.
at all. Look at me. Don't call.
It should be 3 minutes.
Because I go
Yeah.
berserk. I'm like, you should, if you're like, oh my God, I've been looking everywhere,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah.
But if you're just like, oh yeah, I heard they were out, like you should know. So then I went full not that word on him.
You bitched him out.
I just was like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah,
Like, I was
yeah.
like, this better be an incredible explanation or you're not getting your dogs back. And it's nothing personal. I'm killing them if I return them to you.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you just, you know?
Yeah.
And so he was like, we just moved to this neighborhood and I had just rescued them and they had never been to this house and they got scared because I left. Like, his explanation was pretty good. And I was like, okay, well, now what do we do about the fact that these dogs destroyed my garage door? Destroyed my garage door because I put them in my garage because I had to just put them somewhere for a couple hours if we want to crate them in case they freaked out or tried to open the door and choke themselves or something. That happens a lot if they're scared. So the entire inside of my door is destroyed. I'll send you a picture. And then they had locked themselves in. So
Oh,
they were
right,
jumping, locked door.
right.
Then I had to, I think we have a video of me smashing the windows of my
Oh,
garage.
yeah.
Yes. To crawl in. And then I keep texting him. I'm like, hey, it's gonna be like $2,000 to cover this. He was like, I'll cover the damage, whatever. It's like $2,000 and I can't get him to respond about it.
Yeah,
And I'm
'cause-
like, you know, I don't care. It's just more weird.
Wait, did he ever compensate you?
I don't even want to, you know what I mean?
Did he?
You know what it is? If you do that, it is your responsibility to follow up.
Yes.
Well, hold on. You're rich, so it's not your.
So you don't want to have to like chase
But
him
did,
for it.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
He never paid you for that. What a fucking
He
animal.
didn't make an effort to follow up.
I just,
What an
if
animal.
someone did that for my animals, I would be like, what can I do? Please tell me.
Yeah,
Here's
okay.
what
Hang off your.
I'll be your slave for a week.
You know what I would do? You know what else I would do? I will send someone out there to do the estimate. I will.
Right.
I won't even make you do anything.
Dude, what a fucking piece of
Did I
shit.
tell you the next day the driver came and picked him up?
Oh, dude.
This is what it was. And I remember saying to the driver, I was like, dude, I have no problem with you, but like your boss is whack. Like
Yeah.
like he's like, oh, like you sent a driver to come get your dogs. Like it just was a bummer.
Dude, what a.
But I
And-
feel better because they were like a bonded pair, and I'm like,
Yeah,
well, they have
they're
each other. And
two
German,
together.
German shepherds are fine when they're just with each other.
The thing was, my vibe on the dogs was that he just wanted some guard dogs because it wasn't a gated community.
Right, it was a big house.
And I think
Yeah.
I don't think he gives a fuck about the dogs. Probably the housekeeper take care of it, but he just has them there.
Or they even lived outside, just guard dogs.
Yeah, and you know,
Jump the fence.
and they were sweethearts. But the part where, so basically, I had exhausted all the options when I found them on the street. The QR code didn't work. I didn't know what to do. And so I was like, maybe if I bring Shredder out, he's generally really good with other dogs, then we can start making a relationship and get him in the car.
Yeah.
So that we can all go and take them with us. Because also this was a street with lots of cars, and we were.
Dark.
It was super dark, and we were like, they're gonna get.
No light.
Yeah. And they would keep like they'll come to us and then run off, you know. So we were like, the longer we wait here, they're gonna get hit or
Yeah.
something.
And now it's blood on your hands. Now it's like I have that. It was like 12:30 at night when you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fucked up, and you know, I wasn't gonna be.
And I think that's also part of the reason like that I just got in the car right away. Not only are you guys real friends of mine, but also I was like, I know their heart. They have such big hearts. They're gonna get their dogs killed trying to help these freaking
I
dogs.
almost did.
You know, I was like, I know you guys aren't gonna leave until someone handles this. Like, and you're gonna put your dogs in danger. So like,
So scary. So I took Shredder out, and he was going towards them and doing a little sniffing, and then both these huge German Shepherds were smelling him, and then one of them goes for a sniff, and I picked Shredder up real fast.
I could have got your finger.
He did,
It did.
By the way, the guy didn't give a shit about that, too.
Can I tell you? I just had to get a rabies shot. I have to go get my 4th one today. I had to get a rabies vaccine. I was a couple weeks ago. Andrew Schultz was on the podcast, so we had I drank a little bit that night. I went to bed late. I hadn't let the dogs out. I always like to just let them out every couple hours. We have a little puppy, a little pit bull puppy, and so at 4 a.m. I just opened the door to let the dogs out. Instantly, they just hear like a
Whoa.
scuffle. It's like a melee of
Whoa.
animals. Oh my God, there's coyotes outside. I let the dogs outside, and I just put my hands out to try to just separate them, to just kind of do that.
Wait, they were fighting with a coyote?
It was 3 raccoons. It was a mom, 2 babies, and then I looked down, I see a raccoon, and I
Oh,
was like,
shit.
I literally, because it was like, you know, I thought I saw that, you know, the little guy from Shrek that is like the little, dog thing in the suit?
Puss in Boots.
Yeah, it looked like that.
Yeah.
Like it was just so, and then I felt one run up my leg and grab my foot. And so
my
I go
God.
inside, and then I get the dogs in. Everything's fine.
Wow.
They go up in the tree, and I was like, I thought I was having a heart attack. I was like,
Yeah.
I have a heart attack. Like, that's fine. Like, still young for this, but like, fair. And I like couldn't breathe. My dude is a veterinarian, and he came downstairs, and he was like, "You're going like right now to the ER to get."
Wow.
And I was like, "I'm fine." Like, and I think this is another way that social media or Instagram's really gonna get us killed, or TikTok, because any dangerous animal in the world, you can find someone on TikTok or Instagram who has it as a pet.
Yes.
Who like sleeps with
They
it.
send me videos like that all the time.
So I see all these raccoons like snuggling up with their owners, and in my head, like raccoons, just my recent memory of them is that they're adorable and they love humans and they're stupid. So I'm just like, it's fine. We're just like, it was just scared, you know. And he was like, we're going. And then, because I had some scratches on my arms and stuff. And then I called animal control the next day. The video of this raccoon, I'll show you this so much. It was like hanging over the tree. I poked it and it wouldn't really move. It was like, moving really slow, which is not normal. That's very
This
abnormal.
is after the fight, the raccoon was in.
The next day, I just
And
thought-
were your dogs okay?
I think, yeah, they're fine. They had their rabies shots and stuff. But then I call animal control, because that is what you do have to do. You have to get it off your property, you know?
Mhm.
If it has, it's sick.
Especially if it has rabies.
Rabies will kill you. I think
No,
in my,
it's the most deadly virus.
I kind of thought it just made you a drunk.
No, it's like almost impossible to survive. Like you just die in agony, pain, like almost for certain.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that. Like, I don't,
Fucking horrible.
it's weird that, and you don't think about rabies. And then when I went to the ER, they were like, we've never seen this with a raccoon, only with bats.
That's
But this is what
bad.
animal
That's fucked up. Yeah.
This is what animal control said. I was like, first of all, this is California animal control. I was like, you guys, there's a raccoon in my tree. It looks like it's just like sick or like really lethargic. And she goes, no, it's probably- and I was like, well, no, I mean, it's okay. And I was like, well, it's up in this tree. She's like, yeah, that's where they live. I'm not going to remove a raccoon from its home.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I got
Then this is what she said. She said, in LA, a lot of people are testing their cocaine for fentanyl. If it tests positive, they flush it down the toilet. So there's a lot of fentanyl in LA water systems. So the
They what?
raccoon probably just drank it.
What?
She's telling me that the wild animals in California are on fentanyl.
Oh my God, what the hell?
We're all
In
defining.
municipal water? Where's my fucking euphoric? Oh,
Great
come on.
question.
Yeah.
Hydrate more.
Yeah. You gotta drink more government water.
People are going, okay, guys, we're gonna do, let's test it first. Like, what? Call your dad and get the apology you never got. Like, if
Yeah.
you're testing your cocaine, how hard do you need to look in the mirror?
Okay, so was it just sleeping?
I don't know. We came home. My boyfriend and vet was like, we need to catch it so that I can cut its head off
Oh,
and
dumb.
test it for rabies.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
That's what you're supposed to do, but it was
Yeah.
gone by the time we got home, and then I now have the rabies vaccine.
Probably eat.
Wow.
Right?
It might have been eaten, or the mom just took it back, and they're just,
Oh, was it baby?
Yeah.
yeah, they're just like,
Okay.
just,
Yeah, raccoons are pretty scrappy. They're scary.
dude. But they're very like, they can stand up and like walk on two legs.
Here, look at this. They're straight up. They're critters, but they're tough little guys.
So cute.
Yeah, they're really cute.
Viciously
All
cute.
those little critters are super cute. And even rats are like super
Oh, buddy!
fuck?
No! Oh, but they don't have a backbone, so they can just. See?
cute. Oh, so cute.
That
Yeah.
is cute.
But if he was up against a pit bull, that doesn't seem like he would fare very
My dogs,
But it
they
was
don't
a
want to
puppy you
fight.
said?
They just want to protect. So they just were like, "Arr!" and they were just barking at them, and everyone, I think, just kind of panicked. That is so
Yeah,
cute.
this is amazing.
There's a lot of videos of them like jerking off.
Oh, for real? Okay, shout out.
So on that note, on the raccoon note, we're way over our time to do an ad.
All right, I have one ad. Let me just flash through this real fast. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this episode. You know them, you love them. All Cooper Troopers love HelloFresh. Get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip the trip to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's number one meal kit. So, with me the I'm gonna get your paper. All these food looks delicious, of course. Home,
HelloFresh, I love HelloFresh.
so flat, but here, now what do you think of it?
That, you know what? I like a grill. I like knowing it's going to be crispy and pastry on the outside.
That was submitted by AB.
That's very pretty. It's a gorgeous burrito. As long as it's not cold on the inside, I'm in.
No, it was warm.
But
I'll
my-
deep
well,
throat
my-
that burrito.
You would?
Hell yeah.
But you don't even know what's in it. Anyway, shout out. Listen, guys. Skip the grocery store and spend more time soaking up the summer sun. HelloFresh Market is a one-stop shop for all your mealtime needs with quick breakfast, lunch, snacks, desserts, and more. It's a foolproof step-by-step recipes means a joyful cooking experience with a stress-free summer plus. Customize your favorite dishes with Hello Custom. Oh. I mean HelloFresh HelloFresh Custom by swapping out one protein or side for another. Here's my blow your mind. HelloFresh is 72% cheaper than dining at a restaurant and even cheaper than any grocery shopping. That's money back in your pocket.